Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to yet another FIFA 19 career mode video on the channel. Today, we are going to be covering the most recent May 23rd squad update for FIFA 19 career mode. We're going to be covering all the latest and greatest players to be added into FIFA 19 career mode, all the best new wonder kids to pick up, all the best new upgrades in FIFA 19 career mode of already existing players, upgraded potentials, upgraded overalls, upgraded stats. It's all going to be covered in today's video, so make sure you give the video a big like. It helps the channel out. Subscribe down below, it's the big red button. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Comment down below. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. And before we get into the video, make sure you download the latest squad update in FIFA 19 in order to gain access to all these new players and wonder kids, all the new upgrades and all the new potentials. Let's get straight into the video. So with this first list, we're going to be covering all the latest upgrades in terms of potential for the FIFA 19 new squad update May 23. It's been a while since we've had one, but it's finally here. These are the latest and greatest potential upgrades on already existing players. We're going to start off with the American central defensive midfielder James Sands from New York City FC, 64 overall. The American James Sands has had a few increases in his stats, but most importantly, his potential has been upgraded to an 84 overall, so that's plus 20 growth for the young American, and he's valued at 750k with a 1.75 million pound release clause. The American James Sands has had a few increases in his stats, but most importantly, his potential has been upgraded to an 84 overall, so that's plus 20 growth for the young American, and he's valued at 750k with a 1.75 million pound release clause. Only 18 years of age, a great pickup on FIFA 19. We're going to move on to a player who was recently added in a FIFA 19 squad update a few months ago. It is going to be the Brazilian 18-year-old midfielder Marcos Antonio for Shakhtar Donetsk, yet again 64 overall. His potential has been upgraded from an 82 to an 84, so a plus 2 potential boost for Marcos Antonio, and yet again with the plus 20 growth, and he is only worth 800k. You won't be able to pick him up, but still a great solid player. We're going to move on to one of the many Lille players that have been upgraded in this FIFA 19 squad update. Boubakary Soumaré, the 19-year-old French midfielder. As most of you guys would know, Lille has qualified for the UEFA Champions League, so a lot of their players have had standout seasons, have had great seasons, so they've been upgraded, and it is the case with Soumaré. His potential has been upgraded to 84, and he's only worth 2 million pounds. You can pick him up straight away, and we move on to a player that is currently owned by Fiorentina but is out on loan at Empoli. His side have just been relegated after losing 2-1 to Inter Milan in the most unluckiest of circumstances. One of their star players this season, Hamed Junior Traore, was on loan from Fiorentina. His potential has been increased to an 86, so a plus 16 growth you can look forward to on the Ivory Coast midfielder. The 18-year-old getting his stats upgraded, well deserved. They are looking very well rounded there, and as you can see, he's got a 3.2 million pound valuation. Gonna have to wait until he comes back on loan. We're gonna move on to Alexis, Claud, Maurice, yet another Frenchman playing for FC Lorient, I believe in the second division of France. He's at his potential upgraded to an 86, and just take a look at those stats. Absolutely mouth-watering there for Claude Maurice, and we're gonna move on to his valuation, 4.6, 86 potential, so a plus 15 growth to look forward to on Claude Maurice. As we move on to a right back, a Spanish right back who's been coming up the ranks for the past few seasons. Going to be Pedro Poorer for Girona. They've done well in La Liga, and that is reflected on Pedro Poorer. His potential has been upgraded to an 86, so plus 13 growth to look forward to on him. 5.5 million pound valuation, so a cheap little right back slash right wing back slash right midfielder. Pretty much play anywhere down that right hand side. We move on to another Spaniard, going to be Fernando Collette, playing for Valladolid. I believe they were relegated or maybe just survived. One of the lower tier first division teams. 22 years of age, centre back, 75 overall. His potential has been increased to an 85, so plus 10 growth to look forward to on him. He's had a few stats increased here and there, valued at 8 million pounds. As a 19.2 million pound release clause would be a great young centre back option for your career mode team. As we're going to move on to Zeki Selleck, yet another player who has been upgraded from Lille, and so they are absolutely killing it in this squad update. We move on to the Turkish right back, 21 years of age, Selleck, 76 overall, great stats for a young right back similar to Pedro Poorer, and his potential has been increased to an 85 overall, so decent yet again for Selleck, and he's only valued at £9 million. You're gonna have to wait to pick him up. To our first Lazio player, we have the Brazilian Luis Felipe, the young centre-back, 21 years of age, 77 overall. His potential has been increased. I recently bought him in my Brazilian Rebuild Challenge. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to check it out on the channel. But his potential is now at an 86 overall. So a +9 boost on Luis Felipe to look forward to. Yet another Lille player. We've got two Lille players in a row here. Jonathan Icone, his potential has been increased to an 87, and he just has insane stats already. For a FIFA 19 player and for a Wonder Kid in general, he's one of the hot prospects. Going into FIFA 20, he's going to have insane potential. But on FIFA 19, 87 for Jonathan Icone. Yet another Frenchman. The Lille goalkeeper, it is going to be Magnan, the 23-year-old Frenchman. Is of course decent, adding to the long list of French goalkeepers who are absolutely world class. He will be world class one day. 23 overall. He's valued at £12 million, one of the most expensive ones, as well as Icone, 14 million. As we move on to one of the last few players on this list, we've got a few Serie A players. We're gonna have the boosted potential of Wacky Mccoy, well deserved in my honest opinion. He has been one of Lazio's standout players this season, scored the winning goal in the Coppa Italia final as well. Potential has been increased to 86, so a +6 growth. He's got a face scan in there as well, but he recently moved to Lazio, so you're gonna have to wait. It's valued at 18 million, but he's gonna cost you way more than that. The 24-year-old, definitely be one to look out for in FIFA 20 and for next season, as well as Manuel Lazzari, the man for Spal, the first Italian on this list, the right midfielder, 24 years of age, has been Spal's standout player for a few seasons in a row now. Now he's getting the recognition he deserves seasons in a row, but yet again, his potential has been increased from an 82 to an 84. So those are going to be the potential upgrades for this recent FIFA 19 squad update. Well, my favorites and pick of the bunch, really. Those are the main potential updates. Now, let's get into the brand new Wonder Kids in this FIFA 19 Career Mode squad update. So here are the newly added Wonder Kids in all their glory. We're going to start off yet again with a PSG Wonder Kid. They've been absolutely killing it in the recent 2019 squad updates, and they continue to have more new Wonder Kids added into their side. And this time it is going to be Eric Abimbe, this 17-year-old central midfielder, has 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, medium work rate, 6 foot tall, has got some decent stats for a 59 overall player. But yet again, he's got a decent potential. It is going to be 80 potential for Abimbe, so plus 21 growth. You're going to have to look forward to on Abimbe, of course, will be a great road to glory signing and is only valued at 275k. You're gonna have to wait. Like with a lot of these Wonder Kids, it's gonna be a quality pickup for you, and like pretty much all of these Wonder Kids except one, they don't have a 2D scanned photo. But Carlos Robles is gonna be the first Mexican on the list, our first centre back here, 18 years of age, 61 overall. Robles with some decent stats. He recently added with the 80 potential, so plus 19 growth to look forward to on the young Mexican centre back, and he's only worth 400k. You won't be able to pick him up, of course, as well as Paul Pratt, the young Spanish winger, 19 years of age. He's got the speed dribbler trait, so he's a bit of a tricky winger. He's got some decent stats here with 81 acceleration, 80 sprint speed, 80 agility, high attack and work rate. This seems to be a decent player. He's only got 2-star skill moves, but he makes up for it in the rest of his stats. Paul Pratt, 62 overall, has got an 80 potential on the game, so a plus 18 in terms of his overall, which will be decent, and you can pick him up straight away. That's a change. Paul Pratt is worth 575k. Yet another Frenchman. It is going to be Wesley Fofana for Saint Etienne. He can play at centre back, he can play at CDM. He's 17 years of age, 63 overall. His weak foot and skill moves kind of let him down there, but you could sort of tell what kind of player he is. Medium work rates there, 6'1", kind of that dominant possessive midfielder. He's got some decent stats in his jumping and strength, which you would expect. 63 overall with the 80 potential, like a lot of Wonder Kids on this list. Plus 17 growth to look forward to on Wesley Fofana, and he's worth pretty much under £1 million, 575k, but you can't pick him up straight away. You're gonna have to wait on Wesley Fofana, but we're gonna move on to, I'm not even gonna pronounce that first name, but Nkobo, the South African 18-year-old, a very versatile midfielder and attacker there. The winger and midfielder can play cam, right winger, and left midfield. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, high attack and work rate, medium defensive, 5'5", a bit of a nippy, small little winger here. He's got the flair and technical dribbler trait, which is always good to see on a winger. His left foot, he's got 80 balance, 75 acceleration, 72 sprint speed. That is absolutely amazing for the young South African. Yet again, another South African wonder kid added into FIFA 19 in 2019, 75 dribbling as well, 675 valuation, and you can easily pick him up for under £1 million. A great little addition to FIFA 19. And now we move on to yet another Spaniard, a name that's a bit easier to pronounce, Paulino from Alaves. The right midfielder slash cam is 21 years of age, 64 overall. Got the technical dribbler trait. That is a trend that's going on in these new wonder kids being added. Sprint speed and agility are pretty decent there. Got some pretty well-rounded stats, and it's got a lovely 80 potential for you to look forward to. Plus 16 growth for the Spaniard. He's worth 875k, so it's going to be a bit more expensive than the others, but has a £2.4 million release clause. And we move on from one Spaniard to another. This time it's going to be a La Masia graduate, I'm assuming. Alex Collado, the central midfielder slash left winger, 19 years of age, playing for Barcelona, 65 overall. He's a very decent little midfielder in there. Kind of reminds me of Ricky Puig. Going to be a lovely little midfielder there. Medium work rates, 5'10", 3-star. Very well-rounded midfielder there. Can play on the wings if needed. He's going to be worth £1 million. Has a £2.65 million release clause. Alex Collado also has an 80 potential, so a plus 15 growth for Alex Collado. And I've just realized we've had 3 Spaniards in a row. Yet another midfielder, Tony Segura for Las Palmas. Center attacker midfielder, 66 overall, 20 years of age, a 3-star weak foot, medium work rate. Has a few decent stats in here, 73 balance, 71 vision, 72 short passing, and 73 curve. So he's kind of like a playmaker. Should have the playmaker trait, I guess, maybe in future years. But the 20-year-old showing promising signs, valued at 1.1 million, and similar to some other midfielders, has a 2.45 million pound release clause. So you can pick him up in the first window if you do wish. But Segura boasts an 80 potential, a number that has been floating around for all these wonder kids besides the last 2. And we're going to move on to the next one. It is going to be Augustin Rossi, the Argentinian keeper, 75 overall. No, he doesn't have 80 potential. It is going to be an 83 potential for Augustin Rossi, a nice little young Argentinian keeper, still only 23 years of age, 73 diving, 76 reflexes, and 77 positioning for the goalkeeper. He's got the long throw if you wish, if that's important to you, but he is going to be valued at 6.5 million. Definitely a massive value boost in terms of that. So he's going to be a bit more expensive, Augustin Rossi, but will definitely be worth it for that 83 potential. So we have last but certainly not least, it is going to be yet another young Italian wonder kid being added into a FIFA 19 squad update. Manuel Gasparini, playing for Udinese in Serie A, 16 years of age, 57 overall, 3-star weak foot, 6'1", medium work rates. His goalkeeping stats need a lot of work. I know these stats are going to turn you off from signing him, but he has 82 potential to look forward to, so a plus 25, I believe, for the young Italian Gasparini. Have no idea if he's related to the Atalanta coach, but Manuel Gasparini, yet another young exciting goalkeeping prospect for Serie A and Italy to look forward to in the future. He definitely has a bright future ahead of him. He's worth 170k. You're going to have to wait to pick him up, but he'll definitely be under £500,000. A bargain pickup for your road to glory sides. Manuel Gasparini in there, and that is going to be the newly added high potential wonder kids for this recent FIFA 19 squad update, guys. If it helped you out in any way, please leave a like on the video, comment down below on who your favorite wonder kids were in terms of their upgrades and potential boost. Hit that big red subscribe button down below. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. Turn on notifications so you never miss when a video gets uploaded to the channel. I've been BCHD, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video.